guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. And I'm here today to make a review for One Piece episode 948. So the first thing I want to start talking about is Raizo versus this monkey guard. I can't remember the name, the security guard, the protector of the keys. Um, I didn't remember if this was in the manga or not. I'm more lenient to think that it wasn't, but it was during watching this fight, if you want to call it that, that I had mixed feelings about this fight, and I simply, well, it's not really mixed. I was really on the negative side, feeling negative about this fight, and it's only because what Raizo has done recently within the manga. Now I won't spoil it for anime only watchers if I do have any here, but it's because of that I was like, would a fight between these two, Raizo and this monkey person, really go this way? And this was when I was thinking that the monkey girl had some sort of a chance of doing a fairly good job, and this was when she was fighting the shadow clones. But when you find that it wasn't the shadow clones that she was fighting, no, I'm sorry, this is how I felt when I thought that the monkey girl was having an easy time with the shadow clones and got to Raizo. But when you realize that that wasn't the case, and it was only the shadow clones that she was fighting, then I started to feel a bit differently about the fight. I was like, yeah, okay, this is how it would go. Especially when you notice that Raizo is not focused on fighting; he's more focused on getting away. So after I had all those thoughts, I was like, yeah, cool, fine, fair enough. This is how it would go. But then I looked at it again, and I was like, okay, yeah, that is how it could go, but this still could have been a bit more of an exciting fight. So I really do think it's filler. This is one of the times where I have to go back in the manga and check, but that's my thoughts on it. So that happens. Razo's got his Razo gets the key. He's got Matsu's sword. I'm just gonna call him Matsu for sure. He gets his key. He's gets key and sword. Throws that to him now, and then we have probably the best stuff of the episode. Definitely top three. Definitely top three without fail. Um, his escape scene. You can tell the animation for that, and I just feel like everything was overemphasized, which is a good thing. But yeah, I just feel like everything was overemphasized. I just remember just sitting there, just watching it, and thinking, it wasn't that good in the manga. But again, I am not complaining. I don't. I remember from off the top of my head. I remember when reading it reading this bit in the manga. I was like, alright, cool, yeah, man's escaping. Fair play. In the anime, I'm like, impact. I didn't know that. But yeah, I noticed that the animation for that wasn't necessarily the best animation I've ever seen in One Piece, but I did notice the up in the animation, and yeah, fair play to that. They didn't have to make his escape scene so epic, and I kind of don't understand why they did, but I'm glad they did. So we had that. We have a moment filler where we have Zoro, Momo's sister, just walking casually. Some nice music playing in the background, and then it turns out, this is one of uh, it was one of it was a follow-up member of that group of ninja that is basically under Orochi. So you have that, and then they're walking towards each other. As Zoro gets close by, he's like, "Yo, my man's gonna try something," and then they cross each other, and you think, "Alright, cool." Well, at least I did. Then he's not gonna try nothing. He's cool. He's good. And then at the back of through the dot, no, yeah, it would have to be through the front. So through the front of the flute, dot. So it's like, nah, G, nah, you're not having me. And then after that, he disappears. Granted, that was only a few seconds, and it wasn't that. In fact, it wasn't that impact at all. I think what drives this moment for me is mainly the music, but I prefer that filler scene to Rizzo versus whoever this was. Funnily enough, so yeah, I really like that scene. So we had another funny moment which for me, because at least for me anyway, when Big Mom collapses, it's up in the air. There's like a few choices you can make to why she actually collapsed. But I think that this filler scene, yes, it was filler. It's not in the manga. Of when you see her wake up, be like, "Yo, why you not treating me like this?" And then goes to Queen, "Yo, give me some food, some red bean soup to be more specific." And then she falls asleep again. I feel like that this is more this clearly hammers home, well, not hammers home, but it clearly hints towards that Big Mom fell asleep because of hunger. She woke up because her stomach growled and then fell asleep again. But this is my thinking anyway. So then we go back to Udon and we have the members of the Red Scabbards that are present group up alongside Luffy and Chopper, who gets ignored, and Old Man Hero, Hiro, however you pronounce his name. They start up together. They basically just let everybody know who they are. Some of them recognize them. Maybe some of them don't. But that really doesn't really matter at this point. I think. But basically, they just start their escape, their long-term escape. So they're attacking the gods and all this. So the next thing I want to talk about, no, I know it wasn't that great, but I do want to talk about it. The Gamma Gamma no heavy stamp. And now the reason why I want to talk about this, and I've done a separate video about this, my top 10 straw hat combination attacks. I'll leave it in the end cards if you want to check it out for yourself. But this is the first time you see a straw hat combination attack post time skip. All the other combination attacks were done pre time skip. So when this moment happened within the manga, granted it wasn't a very impressive technique, I was still very happy to see it, and I'm hoping that this is an indication that Oda hasn't forgot about the combination techniques, and we will see more of them later on down the lines. So, yeah, it wasn't very impressive, but I was gassed when I read the manga for those reasons, and I'm sharing it again. That my thought process again for you guys now, for those who only watch the anime. So yeah, I did a whole video on my combination attacks, little selfless plug there. So yeah, you make it to the end of this video, they will be in the end cards. Well, I might leave it showing now. Anyway, moving on. When we have the samurais and Luffy and Chopper, no, I'm not sure about Chopper, but the mafia boss guy as well. There's a bit where like, they call out an attack, you see it hit the people, and there's like a still of them. I said this before when it happened earlier with the Straw Hats, but I thought that was lazy and they could have done more of the fight there. But I guess it is what it is, there was one other time frame for the episode, and I guess they had to do this, but I don't think that's an excuse because they waste time with the recap after every single episode. If you take out that recap time, we could have done more with the fight time on that bit of the episode. So no, I won't I won't excuse it. So yeah, there's that. We do have, I don't remember his name, trying to hit Luffy with the bullets, but realizing that he's not gonna do that, he's like, he'll just shoot everybody, doesn't matter. Eventually we'll get to him. That's basically the thought process there. And then we end the episode with Rizo throwing Killer, because obviously he doesn't need the keys no more. Throwing Killer the keys, so then one of those keys should be good for you. Do that, get out here, get escape. And then so the episode actually ends off with Killer having a speech like, I can't do this without you, Killer bro. You recognize me now, don't you? Fix up and help me escape so we can get out of here. So yeah, that's everything I've got to say about this episode. There's a lot of action within this episode. That funny minute moment with Big Mom making it scrape a decent episode of One Piece for once, but I did have my problems with it. Pacing, not so much this week, so I think I can give it a 3-star rating. Like I was asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel, but most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.